friends! So, the Sun inconjunct to Venus in Synastry. Kind of a weird aspect. We don't actually see this one very much in functioning relationships. The Sun inconjunct to Venus in Synastry links the identity and conscious idea about the Sun partner self and the desires and the aesthetics of the other partner in a disharmonious way. The Sun person can feel like a threat is posed to their identity due to the desires of the Venus person, being so out of step with how the Sun person wants to be recognized. The two can engage in this dynamic where no can't seem to be said, where we must acquiesce or cave to the desires of the other person. Usually it's going to be one person more than the other, and frequently it's the Sun person that's doing the caving. A feeling of being obligated to the desires of each other frequently develops, and we creep each other out to some degree with this particular aspect. But if there are other more harmonious linkages, this can still exist in a functioning relationship. It's just more unusual to see it. The Sun person's self and the Venus person's desires, what they want, what they need to feel important, to feel pretty, to feel sexy, to feel wanted, can be counter or even very unfamiliar to what the Sun person finds to be supportive of their identity. And we're going to both have to sacrifice something or live with the acceptance of paradox. Those are our two choices anytime we have an inconjunction involved. The Sun person can sacrifice some of what they would prefer to have in order to feel their ego is being supported. And the Venus person can sacrifice some of what they desire or find pleasing or that makes them feel really wanted or sexy or special. Or we can live with the fact that these two aspects of our personalities don't mix. We can have the Sun person accept that the Venus person likes weird things. And the Venus person can accept that the Sun person is not comfortable with their choices of entertainment or sexual play frequently. We can choose to allow each other the space to be ourselves and not require the other one to participate, or we can compromise. It's up to the couple to decide what makes the most sense to them. But this will present us with an issue of there's going to be a somewhat major part of the relationship where we are going to need to find an outside source to sort of compensate for what we are not going to be finding that is an easy or harmonious connection within the relationship. So a lot of people don't want to do that. They want the relationship to provide everything for them. And if we're comfortable with, the Venus person finding a source of satisfaction in expressing that need somewhere else, or the Sun person's comfortable with having the Venus person doing that and not really focusing that attention on them, and it's an attention thing is what it's really going to come down to. If we're really willing to let that the potential for that attention that comes between those two planets go, or sacrifice and compromise and figure out how to do that, then we can manage this aspect. but it does usually result in some kind of creepy sexual disharmony when it comes to the desires of the Venus person and whether the Sun person is going to be comfortable enough with how they see them and how that affects their idea of themselves, if they're really going to be able to meet that need. So, hope this was helpful. If it was, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on the internet at truthandaspectastrology.com, Facebook, Instagram, other social media, Truth and Aspect Astrology. Yes, I do private consultation. And please check out my website. I have a subscription option that you can submit questions. I upload a lot more content over there. I have my moon videos are there. My Chiron videos are there. I'm doing retrograde planets this week. So there's more action over there if you're interested in more content. And I will be back super soon with more super cool videos. Bye.